Make sure it goes live over there. Here we go. Okay. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining us. All right. We are live on Facebook as well. So I'm about a minute early. So we're going to give everyone a chance to hop on and hop in. If you're, go ahead and let me know too, as you're joining, who invited you and where are you joining from? It's always fun to know kind of where's everyone joining from and who invited them to see this information, because that's going to be really important and you will understand that as we go along. I tried to like clean up my space, but it's near impossible to do. So we are going to give this just a minute or two, since I did hop on a minute early, and let people hop on here. And as we do that, I'm just going to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself for just a second. And I'm going to make sure that everything is going to let me share my screen, and my screens are set up.
Probably not, Tyler. Do you want gray or black for tomorrow?
And let's do this. Let's make sure on here.
Do you want to put your shirt out? Don't find anything in your shirt.
Go ahead and just make sure everyone is muted on there. Okay. Let's share screen. Who can share? See? Always. There we go. It is sharing. All right. Where is? I gotta find my window, guys. And then as soon as I find that, we will go ahead and get started. Close out of this. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, we have found it. Okay, so we are going to go ahead, and I am just, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. But the first thing I want everyone to do is, if you are joining us from Facebook, I do want to make sure I have the chat enabled. Where did that go? Here we go. There we go. That way I've got chat enabled over here on Zoom. And we've got, I see Mary live over in the Facebook team. So I'm going to, there we go. And all right. So we are live in both places. That is the most important. Now let's just make sure I can get everything streaming and going. So as you hop on, go ahead and let me know who invited you, where are you joining from? And if you have something specific that you came interested to learn about because whoever invited you was talking about something specific, let me know that too. I want to make sure that I address that I make sure that that's a point that is talked about. I'm going to talk about a lot. I'm going to talk about it all, but also want to make sure that I'm addressing any specific concerns that anyone has. I'm going to do my best to kind of keep track of both chats going. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is I am going to pull up my screen. We're just going to go ahead and get started right away. So for those of you that don't know me, and I would also love to know those that are hopping on, let me know if you've seen one of my presentations before, or if I'm a new presenter for you. So my background, as we get started, my name is Elizabeth Scott. I do, as you saw the flyers that were sent out, I do have my doctorate in physical therapy. I am a board certified specialist in neurologic physical therapy, although for the last 2 years, I have not been in the clinic, and instead I am homeschooling my 3 kiddos, and we are starting our very own homestead. We actually have, I think we figured it out. I think we're up to 38 chickens right now. We have 7 grown hens that we have been caring for since September. We started with 10, we're down to 7 for a multitude of reasons. And now we have, we got like 32, but a couple haven't made it. So we're around 30 chicks that we are raising, and we are raising some of them for friends, but it's been exciting. It's a lot and it's wonderful. And we are also gardening and all the things. So that is my life currently. But what I think it's important to understand is that my background is extensively in physical medicine and brain health from my neurologic physical therapy specialist, movement medicine, all of those things. But about 2.5 years ago, I got real serious about also researching into nutrition. And that was for personal reasons. And I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to the product that brought me into all of this. But I had extensive chronic illness that no matter what I was doing, I was still having symptoms. And what I want to emphasize is that if someone invited you here, there's a reason for that. And they have a very important purpose in bringing you to this information. I will be completely honest, transparent, and open here that none of what I'm going to present is a quick fix. These products, the ingredients, the blends, all of it is designed to help with our internal health, to help eventually, over time, reduce our physical symptoms that have been presenting due to chronic exposure to many, many things. Now, all of that to say, I know that I am one, and many of us that are using these products and have used these products feel things very quickly. But I put that other part in there because it's important to know that anytime that you are getting into supplemental nutrition, it is just that. It is a supplement. It is designed to work in conjunction with everything else that's going on in your life and with your body and what your lifestyle looks like and your environment. And so all of those factors need to be taken into consideration. But I can tell you, and you will see as we get into the products, we have some of the highest quality, most robust blends, things that are going to help teach your body how to work the proper way and improve the systems within your body's overall efficiency. And that's what makes these products stand out against so many others that are currently on the market. So what I'm going to do, wonderful, Stephanie. Oh, I'm so excited to have you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I am going to just make sure that I have this here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my PowerPoint pulled up, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Please, as we go along, if you have questions, if you have comments, go ahead and type those in the chat. That'll help me just, know where I need to pause, stop, take a breath, answer some questions, and then move on. So we are going to go here. There it is. But we need to come back to the beginning. Okay, so the name of our company, there we go. We're gonna do this. There we go. Now it has to be centered. If it's not centered, it bothers me, guys. It has to be centered. That's my OCD. All right. Make sure I've got chat and I can see waiting room over here if I need to. All right. All right. So on Zoom, tell me real quick, can you see the screen share? And over on Facebook, let me know that you can also see. Oh, I bet you can't see it now. I bet you I just took it down. Okay, screen share is there. Perfect. Pull this back up. There we go. All right. So we got the screen share in both places. That's what I needed to know. I can't see the chat or the waiting room. There we go. All right, I got the chat. And I just want to make sure. Okay. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the waiting room too, just in case. So here we go. So you are here because we are with Trinot. Trinot literally translates to change life. And the vision of this company is to impact 1 billion lives for good in the first 20 years of the company. So the company was started in 2013, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Our mission is change life. We want to change the world one household at a time. We want to do things such as lift where you live. And so this is an initiative that we have 3 pillars. We have health, we have wealth, and we have community. Our Lift Where You Live initiative is getting us down and dirty in our communities, helping without it having anything to necessarily do with our products, just doing good for others in a positive way. We have done things such as food drives and hosted blood drives. We have made cards and blankets and activity kits for schools and so many amazing. Our corporate team actually took a trip to Tijuana and built, I think, at least 2 homes. I know it was it was 1. I think it was 2. And they raised all the funds for it and did it, out of charity. So it's really an amazing initiative, and it's a very important part of what the company stands for and an important pillar of the company itself. Yes, we have amazing products. Yes, I'm going to talk to you about our amazing wealth services, but just as important is what we do to help our communities live and thrive and be better as well. So that is our Lift Where You Live initiative. A little bit more about the company history overall. So we were founded in 2013, like I said, with a focus on wealth education for financial management. So Mr. Lauren Berry is our CEO and founder. Russ Losi is our COO and co-founder. And then Mr. Scott Bland is our president. We are currently in 3 countries, launching in the United Kingdom this summer. So if you know anyone in the United Kingdom, as we go through here, if someone pops into your head, be sure to keep track of that. We'd love to bring people into this and have them ready and waiting to get their hands on these products as soon as we launch. So after 4 years of starting as a wealth services company, it then grew in 2017 and we added wellness products. At that point, we were targeting gut health, focus, and mood. And I'm going to talk about all of those. Those are still our top 3 of our top products that we offer. In 2018, we then offered our best in class whole flower hemp CBD products. That is the product that brought me to this company. And I will talk a little bit more about that as I get there. And then in 2020, the biggest change that we made was announcing our scientific advisory board, which is a panel of the most amazing scientists. And I personally, I love their personalities. We just had convention. Oh my gosh, it wasn't even a month ago. That was just like a week and a half. Oh, wow. Okay. April's going by fast. So about a week and a half ago, a bunch of us were at convention, and I had the opportunity to not only sit down with 1, but 2 of our scientists. And it was amazing to sit down with them one-on-one and ask them questions about the products that they brought to this company, what their passion is, why they brought them, what their purpose was in creating them. It's amazing to hear from them how important it is to positively impact the health and lives of those around them. And we have an ongoing commitment to charitable efforts, like I said, through our community initiative of Lift Where You Live. So we have a solid foundation as a company. We were founded debt-free in 2013. The products I'm going to talk to you about are innovative. They are high impact. Like I said, many people will feel something with a few of our products right away. But we also have products that are designed to work in the long term, because for as long as you've had something happening, once it presents physically, it's actually been going on internally for sometimes twice as long. So the example I like to give is if you know someone who has Parkinson's disease, when they get to the point that they have physical symptoms that they are presenting with, they have already internally lost 60 to 80% of their dopamine function. So that function was declining for a number of many years before they started presenting with the signs that we can physically see portrayed as Parkinson's disease. And the same thing is happening in our bodies, even if it's not a disease per se. If you're having skin issues, there's a gut issue. If you're having sleep issues, there might be a neurological imbalance. There's so many things that we take for granted as, oh, everyone has this sometimes, but really we shouldn't. Those aren't normal. Those signs and symptoms are not normal. And we need to be working at getting to that root cause in order to minimize the physical symptoms and optimize our internal health. We have, okay, so that's my little soapbox. All right, so we've got wealth education for wiser long-term decisions about household finances. So in this, we offer things like life insurance, indexed universal life policies, credit repair services, tax services, legal services. We have a tax app that's amazing. Even if you just need something to help you with organizing your personal taxes, who just waited to the last minute to get their taxes in? It wasn't a last minute. We got our stuff submitted, but that tax app was a lifesaver. And now I've learned so much more about it, about how I can track it for the next year in order to make that whole process so much simpler. And that's outside of owning a business. But so many other wealth opportunities, security systems, solar power, all these things that help to optimize the financial health of your household. And then we also get into the health side of it too. So we give back through lifting communities at home and abroad, and we have an award-winning track record. You'll see down here that we have been in the Inc. 5000, the Inc. 500. We have been awarded as one of the fastest growing network marketing companies in the industry, okay? You've heard me talk a little bit about these products. We have products that everyone wants and needs. We are committed to the quality. And this is the thing that got my fire started when it came to this company. The sourcing, the commitment to clean, it is unmatched in the amount that goes into each product, the intentionality of each product, and how all of that is going to work together to optimize the function of your body. So we are cruelty-free, we are gluten-free, we are vegetarian-friendly, we are BHA, BHT-free. We have diverse wellness packs. So as I get talking and you start hearing about all the products, it can sometimes seem like, well, where do I even start? Well, guess what? We've got a bundle for you. We're going to get you started on a bundle that's going to help you ensure that you are on the best combination of products for you and whatever health goals you have for yourself. We have proprietary formulas and advanced technologies. I'm going to point some of these out as we go along. The most important thing, or one of the most important things I think, is that we've got third-party validation. So we have CGMP and independent lab testing, meaning that our factories that everything is processed in, that everything is built in, is highly tested for molds, toxins, heavy metals to ensure none of that is getting into our products. And then we have the independent lab testing. And I'll tell you, one of our scientific advisory board members, Dr. Natalie Chevreau, had specifically vetted our labs before she agreed to be an advisory board member, because she knew that independent lab testing can be great to put out there, but depending on what type of lab you are using makes all the difference. And she was impressed by the labs we were using. And that was one of the things that said that for her was a box that needed to be checked in order for her to sign on with us as a scientific advisory board member. We have tens of thousands of success stories. And if that is something that is going to speak to you, there's a group that we would love to get you in so that you can see firsthand what these products are doing for those around the country and around the world. I am just going to do something real quick because I cannot see the comments on Facebook. So I'm going to try and pull this over so that if there are comments, I can see them. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I don't know about that. Oh, here.
Really cool.
Oh,
Okay.
I pulled over the wrong one. Here we go. All right. There we go. Now I can see that too. Okay, perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Move this over a little bit. All right. I see Jill and Stephanie. Wonderful. And Jennifer, thank you all for joining me. I'm loving that you are here. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to keep going. So the success stories, if that's something that you want to see, we'd love to get you into that group to show you what this is doing to tens of thousands of people. All right. The last thing I need to emphasize is our transparency promise. So we are fully transparent with where our ingredients are coming from and dedicated to the pursuit of improvement, even perfection, if possible, in providing products that represent the highest possible standards of quality. We aren't going to skimp on the quality of our products just to get something out on the market. We are going to make sure that the sourcing of our products is of the highest value and is doing what it needs to do to ensure that the product is going to work its best inside as you start to use it. So this is something that you can find on our website as well. All right. And I've been mentioning our scientific advisory board. As someone with a medical background, this was really important for me. I loved when this came up. Meeting them, talking with them, I love to pick their brains. And the fact that they are available for us to pick their brains, I also think is just a very unique advantage that we have. So we've got Dr. Natalie Chevreau. She's got a PhD in chemistry. She also has a master's degree in food and nutrition. She is the one that has brought 2 of our amazing products to us. Dr. Boyce Burkle has a PhD also in nutrition. He is an alternative medicine expert and works currently as a physician, an active physician in the emergency department. One of my favorite things that he said, and I think this was a little over a year ago now, is that he works in the emergency room, but his background is to prevent people from getting to the emergency room. And I love that. Dr. Barry Tan, we're going to call him the tocotrienol king. I will talk a little bit more about him, but he's got a wonderful book all about the research he has done into the form of vitamin E called tocotrienols. And then Dr. Brian Trapnell is a dentist, and he was the one that brought the science for our oral care line that I will talk about as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with our product lineup. So I would love for you in the chat, if you are someone that currently uses or is interested in learning more about any of our core products. So this is Enrich, which is our digestive enzyme, Balance, which is our multivitamin, Optimize, which is our anti-inflammatory proteolytic enzyme, or Support and Fortify, which is our immunity blend. I'd love for you to drop in the comments, what's something you love about one of these products, or what's something that has intrigued you about one of these products. So drop those in the comments. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water here. It looks like Facebook is a little delayed, so I'm noticing that. Okay, so our first product that we're gonna talk about is Enrich, and I wish I had this on me, but I don't. So Enrich is a digestive enzyme. This was one of the first products that I looked at outside of the one that helped me with my migraines, because I had suffered from gut issues my entire life. And as I started to do research, what I found is that digestive enzymes are something that we are mostly deficient in because we cook our food. And anytime you cook your food above 160 degrees, you start to cook off the living enzymes of the food. So as you ingest it, your body has to use the store of digestive enzymes. We have them in our mouth and we have them in our gut. Okay. But we have to use what's inside of us, and we're not replenishing them at a fast enough rate. So as we are eating all of this highly processed and food that is not rich in its own digestive enzymes, because we are cooking it, we are depleting our actual internal stores, which then leads to the gut being inefficient in its job, which is to digest our food. It's important to know that within your gut, you actually have a second nervous system. So we think of our brain and our spinal cord as our main nervous system. You have what's called an enteric nervous system. Okay, I'm going to actually stop the share here, and I'm going to bring myself up here because I want you. Can you explain Optimize in detail? Absolutely. Just started Balance. Explain Optimize in detail. You bet. I would love that. I would absolutely love to. Okay, so here we go. I want to make sure that I've got these two. Okay. I can see comments there. Just constantly making sure I can see the comments, guys, just so I'm not missing anyone. Okay, so in addition to it being its own nervous system, it also secretes hormones. Okay, so think of hormones like serotonin, dopamine. These are both messenger molecules as well as neurotransmitters. Messengers being they go to the rest of the body to send out the messages. Neurotransmitters meaning that they're communicating with your brain and can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. But if the gut is not working the way it's supposed to, it's going to send off red flags and fires in the nervous system. And it's also going to reduce or not be as efficient in getting the hormones where it needs to be throughout the body. Okay. There are also messenger molecules created by our gut that help with appetite, blood sugar, insulin, feeling of being full in the brain telling us, oh no, you don't need to eat anymore. You're good. Okay. Bone density, cardiovascular function, inflammation, all of that comes from our gut. There's also a channel of communication directly between our gut and our body. Okay. Tons of information having to go from the gut and the rest of our body. And if our gut is not healthy, all of that is negatively impacted. So the digestive enzymes are going to help your gut work efficiently, do more work in less time and with less overall energy output in order to allow it to do all the other things it needs to do. Okay. In addition to the enzyme blend, which is going to break down your fats, your lipids, your sugars, your carbs, it does not have a common question we get. It doesn't have gluten. It does not have fat. It does not have sugar. It has all of the enzymes necessary to break those types of foods down, but it does not have any of those in it. Okay. Then we have a prebiotic food blend, which is the good bacteria that we need to help our gut create the probiotic, the good bacteria, the good gut bacteria. So the prebiotic is the food for our probiotics, our good gut bacteria. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm frozen over on Facebook. Can someone tell me if you can still hear me, see me over on Facebook? Is that still working? Someone give me the thumbs up. Let me know that that's still going. I think it's like way delayed. So hopefully once it gets there. Yes, hear and see. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so much. Okay, appreciate that so much. All right. So in addition to the prebiotic and probiotic blend, as well as the enzymes, it has minerals. The reason that there are minerals and are enriched is because the enzymes need the minerals in order to function. If you have just a digestive enzyme and you don't have proper mineral levels within your body, the enzymes aren't going to work as well. So those all together is what makes the ideal situation for our gut health. Okay, so that's enriched. Balance, what I loved about balance. So balance is a multivitamin. Kind of boring to think about, right? Multivitamin, oh great. Okay, here's what I can tell you. This came from Dr. Boyce Burkle when he said this is the most comprehensive multivitamin on the market, meaning that because of everything it has, the vitamins, the minerals, and the blends, it is going to do the most for your body that any multivitamin can do. Important to note in any multivitamin is your sourcing, okay? If you can shake your multivitamin and it sounds like a baby rattle, that is a highly processed vitamin. That means that it has been hard pressed. There has to be chemical additives to those in order to keep them together and hard pressed. So you really want a capsulated multivitamin. Vegetable capsule ideal because it's good for the most amount of people, right? In addition, the sourcing of your vitamins is important. So for example, vitamin A is palmitate, is a synthetic type of vitamin A. Ours is beta carotene. It's a food source, okay? Vitamin C, ours is acerola cherries. Now, caveat, ascorbic acid may be natural, but it should state its source. If it just says ascorbic acid and you look through and nothing else is stating source, it is likely a synthetic form of vitamin C. And then ours, vitamin E, is tocotrienol. I did a recent presentation on vitamin E in itself. There are two different main forms of vitamin E. There is tocotrienol and tocopherol. Tocotrienol is outdoing tocopherol in research and its ability to prevent and assist in reducing the effects of disease. It should be our primary source of vitamin E. So if your vitamin E is not a tocotrienol, I highly recommend switching to one. And if you want more information on that, drop it in the chat. Go ahead and say vitamin E, and I'll go ahead and I'll link that presentation that I did, really diving deep into Dr. Barry Tan's book on the truth about vitamin E, which is an excellent short read, 60 pages, totally worth it. Okay. In addition, so we've got chelated minerals. The chelated is what's important. When a vitamin is chelated, it's encapsulated in an amino acid. It is the most highly available form of a mineral that your body can use, okay? And the specific system we use for the chelation of our minerals is called TRAX. TRAX has been around for over 30 years, well-researched, lots of clinical studies to support its effectiveness and why it is the best way to introduce minerals to your body if you're using it from a supplement. If you are using synthetic minerals, it has been found that these minerals actually leach minerals from the body. You're working against yourself. Get yourself some plant-based, chelated, well-sourced minerals in order to improve your minerals, your internal mineral levels, okay? And then we've got some blends. I'm not going to go into all the blends because it would take too long. A couple things I want to point out though. One of them is ashwagandha root. That's within our microbiome blend. That is a very highly potent adaptogen. We have the top herbs and extracts for antioxidant defense in our cellular health blend. And then we also have the enzyme blend. And within this enzyme blend, we have molasses, which is a supplement commonly used to treat iron deficiency. So very good having all of those together. They all intentionally work together to optimize our body's absorption of all of the goodness, okay? Optimize. So I had someone ask, can you explain Optimize in depth? So Optimize is a proteolytic enzyme blend. What this does, it was originally designed to speed up recovery post-workouts. It's been found to also be helpful in reducing overall inflammation, reducing allergy symptoms, and more. What it does is think about a Pac-Man going through your body and eating up all the protein, the inflammatory debris that's sitting in your blood. This can be detected through different types of tests. There's specific inflammatory blood tests that can be done. But what this product is going to do is it's going to get in there, it's going to break down all of that debris, and it's going to clear it out. There was actually a study done on rats, which compared the use of aspirin to proteolytic enzymes. And what it found was that the proteolytic enzymes were superior in not only reducing inflammation, but also reducing pain, because many times those two are linked, okay? It is going to help with recovery, recuperating. It does not repair, okay? So it's not going to repair damage that's already been done, but it will help to recuperate and recover from, let's say, an intense workout. Or let's say you had surgery. I had a major surgery a little over a year ago. I was using Optimize. I was able to reduce my use of narcotics 3 months earlier than my doctor intended, and to stop using the ibuprofen and the Tylenol. They thought I was going to be on that for at least a year. They were surprised that I didn't want them to refill my prescriptions because I was starting physical therapy. And because of the use of many of these products, I did it completely holistically. I was able to get all of that. And that was a huge thing for me. So, and I know that there are many, many, many other stories about that. The enzyme blend within the Optimize is going to help to increase the rate of protein breakdown so that our bodies can use it in the amino acid form to do what it needs throughout the body. And Jennifer, if you want more explanation on that, how does it help with pain? I mean, I'm so glad you just said that. That was my next thing. So one of the enzymes is called serrapeptase. It's going to decrease your risk of infections, prevent blood clots. It has been shown to reduce pain because of its impact on reducing inflammation. So when it reduces those inflammatory markers, it decreases the nervous system's fire alert system, which is where much of our pain comes from, is when our nervous system is heightened because of the inflammatory markers circling around it. That's where much of our pain comes from. So if the inflammatory markers are not affecting our nerves, then we don't have the same level of pain. Let me know if that helps with that. Bromelain is actually found in pineapple juice. So again, it's a natural form. Also found to help with fighting pain and swelling. And bromelain has actually been found to contain chemicals that interfere with tumor cells and slow blood clotting. Papain, which is extracted from the raw fruit of the papaya plant, is a natural enzyme. Lipase is actually something that our pancreas makes, but if our pancreas is not functioning properly, we may be deficient in this. I know that I have had a ton of trouble in digesting fats until I've started using a lot of these products. So lipase helps your body digest fats. So if you've ever noticed, if you've had like a greasy meal and you get stomach upset, or you have like a meal high in oil and you notice that doesn't sit well, likely you're having trouble digesting those fats. And so this is something that would help you with that. Yes. So Jennifer asked if Optimize is something you can use on a regular basis. Yes. So you can use it on a regular basis therapeutically, just to help to calm the nervous system, keep inflammation at bay, and keep the system clear. And then you can up the usage of it if you have like an acute attack, surgery, or if you do a workout and you know that you're going to be sore after that, use this. It'll help prevent that delayed onset muscle soreness. So, and then in addition, the whole thing, you've got the enzyme blends, but then you've also got the vitamins and the minerals, sunflower oil powder, and curcuminoids, all highly anti-inflammatory. It's an amazing anti-inflammatory product. Because of our exposure to so many toxins and just so many things with our foods and our environment and our lifestyles, we are a society more prone to systemic inflammation. This is an amazing product to help combat that. And then we've got Support and Fortify. So this is our immunity collection. This will help to optimize the function of your immune system. It can be a little misleading when you hear so much marketing done about boosting your immune system, especially anyone that has like an autoimmune condition. You want optimal function of your immune system. If you're autoimmune, you don't want it boosted, right? And that's not what these products do. These products are going to optimize the function of your immune system because of what they contain. So Support is our vitamin D. It has two forms, our short acting and our long acting. When combined with the K2, MK7, so the vitamin K, specific form, most bioavailable form of vitamin K there can be. They help together, the D and the K help your body absorb all of them much better. And then they come with an enzyme blend, which is also going to help your body absorb everything. And then we've got Fortify, which is our adult pixie stick. That's why I do that. It tastes delicious, but you can also put it in water. My oldest son likes it with just a little bit of water, and then he likes to drink it quick. But this has vitamin C and zinc, as well as an immunity blend and an enzyme blend. Great products to have on hand, especially to fight colds and flus and just the random viruses that happen. In the winter, we're just getting through that, thankfully. But in the winter, we were upping our intake of support, as well as almost daily intake of Fortify to help us to avoid all of those things, right? Okay, so we are going to get back to our slide here. Any questions on our core line before I move on? I want to give everyone a moment. Just let's see if there's any questions on our core line. Okay, so I'm going to move on. The next line we are going to talk about is our beauty line. So our beauty line, it comprises our type 1 hydrolyzed liquid collagen, as well as our Nourish protein shake and our Renew antioxidant complex. All right, so our collagen is all the craze right now, right? Tell me if you have at least heard of collagen supplementation, or have you, and do you use a powder or a liquid? I want to know that. Jennifer, another Jennifer is asking, would Optimize help with periods? It potentially could, depending if you've had painful cramps, things like that. Yes, it potentially could because of its anti-inflammatory properties. Absolutely. All right, so collagen did for years. Yeah, so collagen has really become a big thing right now. The difference between, I wish I had the demonstration, but if you want a demonstration, type collagen demo in the chat and we'll get you one. If you take a powdered collagen and you pour a scoop of it in a glass of water and you spin it and stir it, and then you let it sit, what you're going to find is that the powder is going to separate down to the bottom, and then you're going to see the water. It doesn't actually dissolve in the water. And that's exactly what's happening internally in your body. A lot of times people will say, well, I drank it. I kind of felt like, you know, it like sat like a rock, right? So the liquid collagen, what happens is, because it is liquid and it is hydrolyzed, it's already broken down to its smallest components. When you drink it, it automatically starts to get absorbed in your mouth. And your mouth is the first part of your digestive system. And then as it travels down, it can easily be absorbed through the rest of the body. It doesn't have to get down to the gut to get completely broken down. Now it will, it's going to break down more there, but the difference is its ability to start to be absorbed instantly versus waiting to have to get down, separating out, and then having to break it all down to get to the goodness. Okay. It's also important to note that with collagen, we start to lose our collagen stores within our body after age 25. So depending on how old you are and when you might have started possibly taking a collagen supplement or increasing your collagen intake through your food, it is going to take a while sometimes to see the results. It's not something that's going to happen super fast, right? So we say that you need at least 90 days with a collagen supplement for optimal results. Type 1 and 3 are the most prevalent types of collagen inside our bodies. And this is a hydrolyzed type 1 collagen. Something else that we get asked very often is, do you have any clinical studies on this collagen? And here's what I will say, because I have dug and dug and dug into many of the collagen supplements. And what you will find is that those that have clinical studies were done by the company that owned it. So while they might have the study, the intent was to prove the benefit of the product through the company doing the clinical study. It doesn't set it up for the ideal, cleanest research. So I say, if you want the best form of does it work or doesn't it, look at the testimonies and be able to see and hear what other people are saying about what works for them, because that's where you're going to get the truest impact of the information on how it's working in real people. Okay. Again, we have so in addition to the hydrolyzed collagen, we have biotin, hyaluronic acid. Think of hyaluronic acid as the oil to the Tin Man. Okay. It's very important in all the cells of your body. We have it's type 1. And then within our blend, we have a very specific antioxidant blend, but I always like to pull out one of them is L-citrulline, which helps our bodies improve the production of nitric oxide, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later too. This helps with blood flow, as well as it is neuroprotective to our brains. And the combination of amino acids within collagen is actually helpful to our brains as well. So amazing. All right, so that's our type 1 liquid collagen. So is it, someone asks, is it type 1 and type 3? So it is mainly type 1. What we know is that type 3 also comes from bovine. So this comes from grass-fed bovine raised in the US. It's not imported. We know that there is some level of type 3 in there, but the most prevalent is type 1, but they are coupled. And between the two of them, that's what makes up 90% of the collagen in your body. Okay. Thank you for all these questions. I'm loving this. Okay, so then we also have Nourish. So Nourish has what the prebiotic fiber in Nourish is called galacto-oligosaccharides. The easiest way to explain this is that this is similar to it's called HMOs, human milk oligosaccharide, that comes from a mother's breast milk. So this particular structure of this prebiotic fiber is going to do the same benefits to our guts within this formulation as that which breast milk does for an infant in gut development. Amazing. Clinical studies on this, on just what's called Oliglo, the galacto-oligosaccharide, not Nourish in itself. The ingredient Oliglo has clinical studies to show that it stops wrinkles, reduces sun damage, decreases redness, and improves gut function. All of that is actually probably stemming from your gut, to be totally honest, okay? And then in addition, it also has a superfood blend, including alfalfa grass, wheatgrass, barley grass, lemon juice, a whole bunch of things that I wouldn't eat on their own, and then vitamins, chelated minerals, and plant-based protein. My personal favorite, it comes in 2 flavors, brownie batter and coconut cream. My husband is a coconut cream fan. I personally take the brownie batter, I mix it with some water or some milk, as well as peanut butter and a banana, and it's delicious. It's divine. Okay, and then our last beauty product is Renew. This is an antioxidant complex. This is where I was talking about the vitamin E's and the importance of tocotrienols. Tocotrienols and GG, which is geranyl. I always make sure I say that correctly. Okay, the combination of these two is going to mitigate and decrease the severity of chronic conditions, especially anything that falls under the metabolic syndrome umbrella. These products, these vitamins can actually block viruses from being able to enter. So it literally protects our cell wall. They lie within our cell wall and provide the defense system to block things from getting in. Okay, GG is also very specific in hormone balance and bone health, and a number of other things, but very high in antioxidants. Again, one of those products that you're not going to necessarily feel it. It's not an impact product, but you know that it's working because of what it can do to reduce your overall symptoms, especially if you're someone with chronic disease. All right. Moving on, we're going to go and talk about stamina. So anyone out there use more energy on a daily basis? Did I mention that I homeschool 3 children, 9, 7, 4? I can use all the energy you want to give me. But anyone out there could use some more energy, let me know. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to turn down more energy unless you're really energetic. I don't know. As I've gotten it later on in age, I'm not as energetic. I used to be, but I'm not as energetic. All right. So all of these products here are going to help with your stamina, your vitality, your energy. Okay. So Boost is our nitric oxide formula. Nitric oxide in and of itself is a Nobel Prize winning product. The way that this has been packaged in this product is it is a broad spectrum product with triple action, 3 pathways to help our bodies naturally produce nitric oxide, as well as combining it with adaptogens to help our body process it correctly. Okay, that's what I love about these products. They are so intentionally created. Nitric oxide is our regulator of our vascular system, as well as protective in the brain. Okay, we have an enzymatic approach to the nitric oxide delivery by using what are called polyphenols that are all encapsulated in this product. It comes with a bunch of vegetables that are precursors to nitric oxide that I don't eat on my own. Cabbage, red spinach, beet juice, things like that. Okay, anyone like to eat those? Anyway, so all of those are helping to create nitric oxide as well as other forms. So it's a triple action process. This is also great as a pre-workout. I love to take one of these about 15, if I remember, 15 minutes before a workout. Sometimes I'll take it right before. And that helps to improve workout function because it's going to dilate the blood vessels. A lot of those pre-workouts that you take are filled with a bunch of stuff that, if you've ever looked at your urine after you have taken a pre-workout about an hour or so later, and it has changed color in any way, you didn't actually absorb any of that. You just peed it right back out. But our boost is not going to do that. You will not see any change because your body's going to take it and do with what it needs in order to improve function. All right, and then we have in here our Enhance. Our Enhance is a creamer with MCT oils and amino acids. You know, I just noticed. Are you guys seeing my screen? It says you are sharing screen. Those on Facebook, can you see my screen? I just realized I don't think you can see my screen. Maybe. It doesn't look like it's sharing. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, it is sharing. Okay. It's just really delayed on my end. Okay. Anyway, back to the, okay. So Enhance. Enhance is our powdered creamer. I was skeptical of this, guys. Powdered creamer, I was like, oh, come on. I don't even like creamer in the first place. But this dissolves so nicely in any liquid that you add it to. It is combined with MCT oils and an amino acid blend. The amino acid blend is called branch chain amino acids, or amino 9. This is a trademark product. Again, it's a patented, proprietary, well-researched product, okay? But we've been licensed to utilize it within our Enhance. And it has clinically substantiated blend of the 9 essential amino acids. So it's designed to help anyone, if you're working out, if you're an athlete, or if you're just looking to increase the function of your muscles overall, whether it's for those purposes or just because you want to improve your muscle function. And it has been shown to boost muscle protein balance and limiting muscle breakdown. So this would be a great one to put in your morning coffee before you work out. Did you know that coffee is a great pre-workout as well? But I would encourage you to try our Mojo coffee. And for that, I'm going to talk about that real quick. So Mojo and Zest are energizing nootropic blends. So we've got coffee, we've got chocolate, we've got 2 lemonades, lavender vanilla and peach lemonade. Our Mojo coffee, as I'm a coffee person, so I'm going to talk about coffee a little bit. Not only is it coffee, but it has added nootropic ingredients to help boost brain function. It also has ingredients to suppress appetite, to help you burn more calories, to boost your mood. It is literally a cup of happy, and it's delicious. And so I love to take our Mojo coffee, our Mojo creamer, and every once in a while, I'll also throw in a little bit of our Mojo chocolate for a nice, delicious mocha flavor. And that is my morning drink every single morning. And then finally, within our stamina products is Focus. The important thing to understand about Focus is that a B complex vitamin needs to have certain types of B vitamins for your body to absorb them. We have methylated. Ours are fermented, meaning that they are highly bioavailable to the body. Think of just any fermented food. And vitamin Bs, all of them, are the cofactors to every single enzymatic process happening inside your body. Everything that's happening, it needs a B vitamin to do it, of some kind. So this is a super important. It is also one of the most common vitamins for us to be deficient in because we aren't getting it from our food like we should. And in addition, there are additional blends within our Focus to help to boost brain function, improve focus, and it comes with an enzyme blend. So it's going to help, your body's going to be helped in breaking it all down. All right, I've got 2 more lines and our newest product that I'm going to talk about real quick. Jennifer from Zoom, are you referring to Focus? How many times can you take Focus, or how many times for the coffee? I will tell you from a coffee standpoint, I used to drink a pot of coffee a day or at least half, and I need 1 cup of Mojo, which is pretty phenomenal. So you know that it's working much better, and it's not taxing my adrenal glands nearly as much as it was with that other coffee. Yes. So someone asked about ADHD and focus. So I can't say hard and fast because we are not claiming to cure, diagnose, heal, treat any of those things. But we do have many testimonials of kids with difficulty in focusing and attention, especially in school, and the use of our focus blend to help with that. Yes. So it is recommended to take up to 3 per day. My personal recommendation is that you take 1 to 2. Start off with that. Try that in the morning, see how you feel. If you feel like you need another one in the afternoon, you absolutely can. Personally, I do 1 in the morning because I'm doing my Mojo, and then I take 2 in the afternoon because I need that afternoon boost. Between 2 and 3 o'clock is when I start to feel like, my kids have exhausted me. We're finally finishing up with school stuff, and I'm like, I need a little kick to get me through the afternoon. So I love to take my focus in the afternoon as well. All right, we are going to talk about our Trinot CBD line. So I have a little bit of a hard time calling it CBD, but it's what people understand. Here's why. Our product is a whole flower fluid. Think of cold pressing orange juice into a container. That is what we are doing with the hemp plant. We are cold pressing the hemp plant to getting all of its goodness. This is the product that after more than 2 years of more than 10 medications, working very closely with one of the top headache doctors in the area that I lived in previously, multiple medical marijuana products, nothing was touching my migraines. I was having more than 15 migraines a day. I was severely debilitated from them. I was not functioning well. We'll just put it that way. With 3 young kids, at that time I was still working full time. It was not going well. It did not. It was not good. I paused. I waited. I was skeptical. I was lost in the hope that there was going to be anything else that could help me. And my cousin patiently and persistently gave me the information necessary, knew that I was going to be drawn to the science, showed me a demonstration of what a oil versus a fluid looks like. If that's you, if you need to see the difference, type demo, or actually, because there's other demos, type fluid demo. Okay, or CBD demo in the chat, and we'll get that to you. But your body cannot break down the oils that encapsulate most of the CBD products on the market. We talked about the deficiency before in lipase, right? We have trouble breaking down that oil in order to actually get to the medicinal benefit. 6 to 9% absorption rate of an oil, 60 to 90% absorption of a fluid. I took 2 drops of this, and for the first time in 2.5 years, I was able to stop a migraine before it went full-fledged. Anyone else that suffers from headaches, migraines, if you don't stop it, you're done. It's going to progress. You're going to have to deal with whatever happens. It's not going away until it's ready to go away. To be able to stop a migraine was one of the most important pieces to my puzzle to gaining function back in my life. And that's what that product did for me. It comes in a spray that's flavored. So if you don't like the strong plant taste, it comes in that too. And we also have an amazing lotion that also has botanicals featuring arnica and menthol to help with pain and inflammation. Just an absolutely amazing line of products. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up here because I know I've been going a little long. I'm going deep into some of the ingredients, but guys, ingredients is what brought me here. Ingredients is what separates these products from all the other products on the market. And I promise you, comparisons will be unmatched. I started off this whole presentation with gut health. Our gut health actually starts in our mouth. We have an oral care line that has the most advanced silver and gold nanotechnology. Silver and gold is antiviral, antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory. Those working together with the specific type of nanotechnology, meaning that it's spherical, it's not going to get stuck in the body. That's an important concept to understand, as well as being fluoride free. The toothpaste is also a whitener and a strengthener because of the ingredient hydroxyapatite. The refresh, rinse, and spray has xylitol to help with the moisturization. I think I just made that word up. We'll call it hydration of your mouth. And then Hydrate, which is our lip balm, and that has natural SPF as well as moisturizers in it. It's an amazing line of products and something so simple that you can do to not only help your oral health, but actually help the beginning of your digestive health as well. And then coming soon is our most amazing, I am so very excited for this, Replenish. This is a mushroom complex with ashwagandha and fulvic acid. Those are big words. You heard me say ashwagandha earlier. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. It's Himalayan sourced fulvic acid. Fulvic is one of nature's most powerful electrolytes. This is something you heat up water, you mix this in, you drink a cup of it, and you let the product go to work, removing heavy metals and repairing your internal cells while you sleep. It is going to be an amazing product for everyone. This will be for everyone. It has over 80 trace minerals within it. It will help to pull and remove heavy metals and toxins from the body. It's going to help with cellular regeneration, improve gut health, enhance nutrient absorption, transport nutrients across cell walls for that cellular defense, support healthy immune function, stimulate metabolism, restful sleep and relaxation, EMF protection, and improve mood and stress response. Literally a product for everyone, anywhere. Okay, so that concludes our product focus. Does anyone have any questions on the products that I have just gone over? Otherwise, I'm going to move into very quickly talking about some of our bundles and some of our new programs that are out there so that you get an idea of how can you get these products in your hands. All right, I'm not seeing any questions. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So we have multiple bundles. I talked about this to help get the optimal product. So if you're like, oh, well, this sounds good and this sounds good, how do I know where to start? We have bundles that will get you there. So get back to the person that invited you to this presentation and they will help you find the bundle that's going to work best for you. We just started a free shipping program. So all orders over $100 get free shipping, and anything less than $100 is going to be a flat rate fee of $6.99, which is really amazing. If anyone has been involved in shipping costs over the last year, they have gone up just astronomically. Okay, I talked about in the beginning the tens of thousands of testimonies. We have a group called Health Wealth Community. This is going to give you access to those tens of thousands of testimonies. We also have another group called the Ripple Effect. Same thing. If you need to see and hear from real people using these products to help you understand what is going to work best for you, get with the person that invited you on here. Make sure they get you into those groups and have them find you some of the ones that are going to speak to you the most. Brand new, just started, we have a subscription program. Now, this subscription program stands out from most other subscription programs out there, okay? There's no minimum order requirement. Like, you don't have to run so many subscriptions. There's no fee to join the subscription program. You can push out the subscription as much as you want. You can have one product, you can have 8 products. You can change your products every single month. It is the most flexible subscription program on the market. But here's the greatest part. By just having one product on subscription, you're going to get a 10% discount. When you have 3 to 4 products in your subscription, you're going to have a 4% discount, which means you're going to have 14% discount. And when you have 5 or more, you're going to have an additional 8%. So you're going to have an 18% discount. On top of our free shipping over $100 or our flat rate of $6.99, it is a no-brainer to get your products, put them on subscription, and modify them whenever you need. Okay, brand new program. Get with the person that brought you on here to talk with them more about it. But it is the best subscription program out there that I have seen. All right, if any of this has intrigued you and you're sitting there thinking, you're like, oh, I got people in my life. I know people who could use these. If I start using these, I'm going to start feeling better. When I start feeling better, I'm going to start telling people about these. That's what happened to me, guys. I came in and I was like, I just need the products. I need to feel better. I can't take on another thing. I've got enough going on in my life. But as I started to feel better, I got my energy back. I got my vitality back. I got my function with my kids back. And I was like, people need this. People need these products because there are many more out there who are struggling to find what they need to improve their health, to give them maximum output into the world. And as we function better in our health, we are able to bless and serve others at a much higher and tremendous level. So if that is you and you would like to earn a little income along with this, we have our associate program. With this, you come in at earning 25% of our wholesale cost of all of our products, and you unlock that by starting with 100 PV. So your associate that asked you to be on here, the person that brought you on here, can explain some of these nuances a little bit more, but I'm gonna give you the nuts and bolts, okay? You can increase that commission earning to 50% of our wholesale pricing by reaching 1,000 customer points, which is amazing. It's about 10 bottles or so of collagen, okay? Or 10 1-month bundles of collagen, which is 2 bottles, okay? Or ranking to Jade as you build a team with you. You're bringing people along with you and you're building a team, and that's going to get you at 1,500 in group volume. Once you do that, you earn 50% commissions in the month following, okay? We have the easiest to share systems. We have an app that has everything for you. So those people that have asked for the demos, those demos are actually going to come straight from our app. If you've asked for the presentations, we've got a Facebook group that has tons and tons of education. You're in there now. I'm going to go tag you in that video for the vitamin E so that you can see that. It's amazing what we can do in order to help ease the ability to run a business, all using different apps, social media, technology. It does great things. Okay. We also have a Jeep bonus. So last July, I had been in network marketing for quite some time, and I had never actually gotten to a point where I could earn. We earn a Jeep bonus at our very first level, the Jade level. That first level I talked about that also unlocks your 50% commissions. That's also the level that you can start earning a Jeep bonus. We now drive a Jeep Gladiator. We had a car that was sitting in our driveway that was a rock. It wasn't doing anything. It didn't function. We needed a new car, but we couldn't figure out how to fit it in our budget at that time. We had just moved. We'd been putting a lot of money into projects, and month after month, I was hitting this Jade level, and I said, okay, it's time to take advantage of this. We're doing it. And lo and behold, Jeep has been the dream car of my husband for so many years. It was so amazing to be able to do that. And we don't have a car payment. Trinot pays for our Jeep. And that has been one of the biggest blessings in the time when we needed a little bit of help there, because we hadn't had a car payment in over 8 years. We had both of our cars paid off. We hadn't had a car payment in over 8 years. So in order to qualify for the Jeep bonus, you need to maintain that 1,500. Since we've hit it, we've never not hit it. I know, I want you to understand that with consistent work, it is extremely possible. And this is for the first time in my many years in this industry that this company sets you up for success. You can either do it through building a team, or you can enroll customers and hit 1,500 in group volume through customer orders as well. And you will still earn the same Jeep bonus as someone who is building a team. And that's, again, at the first rank. This is a look at our, our tree. It's not a tree. I can't think of the word that's used on here, but I want you to take a look at our compensation plan. So Jade is what I was just talking about. So it's a $250. The way we get paid based on volume, there are certain team bonuses. You're going to see that along here in green. Okay. The volume requirements increase at each level. Here is the Jeep bonus. Once you get to Pearl, that Jeep bonus actually jumps up from $350 to $500. Then we also have what's called Trailblazer bonuses. So when you join us and you get going right away, and you hit certain ranks, you can earn up to $750 at the Opal level, $1,000 at Pearl, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Once you get to Ruby, which is 10,000 in group volume, you can then start earning maximizer bonuses, which means that you are between Ruby and Sapphire. You're getting close to the Sapphire volume, but you're not quite there. They're going to pay you like a Sapphire because they want to promote that continued progression and building of a healthy business along the way. We also have all incentive paid trips. Last September, my husband and I traveled to Cancun. The only thing we paid for was our flights. It was absolutely wonderful. We have 2 of those per year, one in February and one in August, September. Then we also have retreats that you can qualify for at the Ruby level and at the Emerald level and at the Diamond level. And you just keep working up from there. It is an amazing compensation plan, and it is truly set up to help you build long, sustainable, healthy businesses and earn what you are putting into along the way. So if any of that has sounded interesting to you, along with all the bundles that we had about the products that we carry, we also have enrollment packs to help you get started with what's going to work best for you. The Platinum pack is one that I wish was around when I started, because I ended up buying it all anyway, and I would have saved a lot of money had I just started with the Platinum pack to begin with. But then we also have the Gold packs, the Silver packs, and the associate that brought you on here can help you decide which pack is going to be best for you based on what you have going on in your life. So if that is something, I highly encourage you to get back with who brought you on here. Talk to them about that. If you're not quite there, you're not quite sure that you want to start a business of your own, but you heard about something here that you think can help you in your health, please get with whoever invited you to watch this video and ensure that you get all the information you need to get started. Get started on that subscription, because you're going to get 10% off anyway. You can change it no matter how many times you want to change it. And I promise you, there's something that I mentioned tonight. If you go to bed tonight and you wake up tomorrow and you're still thinking about it, there's a reason for that. And I highly encourage you to get back and talk to the person who invited you, learn more about it, and give it a try. The only thing you have to lose, in a sense, is to not change at all. But you have everything to gain when it comes to your health and what that can do in everywhere else in your life. Thank you so very much for spending this hour with me. I appreciate you being here. And if you have questions or anything more that I can help with, please go ahead and drop those in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer those as the night and the week progresses. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Jennifer, I'm so happy that there we go.